Before we move into the meeting, I feel it's very important that we mention our veterans and the men and women that's fighting for our freedom. As everyone knows, Thursday is Veterans Day, and we can talk about a lot of things at council meetings and a lot of things on the street, but in my heart, the veterans that have served our country, that are still alive to tell about it, and those that have passed on fighting for our freedom, and the men and women we have fighting here and abroad, the sacrifice that they make, not only their lives but their families that they leave behind, needs to be noted, and we always need to be mindful of the sacrifice that they make every day for us. Thursday, there will be a program at the high school. I don't know if this is open to the public or not, but I know there's several Veterans Day programs, and we can never say enough about our men and women that fights for our freedom. God to me is the most important person in the world, and family, but if it wasn't for these people that fought for us, we wouldn't have the opportunity to be here at council meetings, to voice our opinions about different things, to walk about the streets of our great community that we live in. And I felt in my heart I needed to recognize them tonight. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Coney Ball.
Here.
Vice Mayor Freddie Gregg.
Here.
Alderman John Budd.
Here.
Alderman Lee Goddard. Alderman Kenny Morgan.
Here.
Alderman Dennis Thornton.
Here.
City Attorney Terry Hush.
Here.
City Administrator Scott Collins.
Here. Thank you. Item 3 is the approval of the minutes of the regular session, October the 12th, 2010. You have those. Is there any corrections, additions, or anything, or do we have a motion to approve?
I do have one. Dennis Edmonds there, you got him a member of the English Mountain Drag Strip. I don't think he is a member of the Dennis Edmonds, back with the statement he made.
In support of that?
Yeah.
So we should say just Dennis Edmonds,
Yeah.
leave off of English Mountain Drag Strip.
Any other corrections? Do we have a motion to approve as corrected?
I'll make a motion.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
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 Opposes no. I hear none. There's nothing listed under proclamations tonight. Communication from Scott Collins, City Administrator.
Mayor, in your notebooks, you have the reports on the Newport Fire Department, Parks and Recreation, Safety Report, Cott County Partnership, Police Department, Planning and Building Codes, 3 detectives reports, and the Street Department, as well as the Finance Report in back of the book. A couple of items I would like to mention. In observance of Veterans Day, City Hall will be closed on Friday, November 12th. And today, the Chancellery Court heard a motion on the annexation trial, and Area 1, which the city had won in previous ruling, the plaintiff's attorney had filed an amendment to reopen the case based on a 1984 annexation. However, the chancellor heard the arguments today and ruled in the favor of the city. So the rule for Area 1, the ruling will be signed next week, and then barring an appeal within a 30-day period, it will become effective in the city within 30 days after signing of the order. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's assuming no appeal is filed within 30 days of the order being filed with the court.
On the other areas of the annexation, Area 2 and possibly 3 and 4 were all scheduled for January 11th and 12th. However, due to the illness of the plaintiff's attorney, they have been postponed, and a trial date will be set in winter of 2011.
I think that's the plaintiff's wife.
That's what I said.
The plaintiff's attorneys.
The attorney's wife.
Attorney Buick, who represents the property owners who contested the annexations, his wife has become ill with cancer, and the court put the cases off because of the treatment she's going to be receiving in the next 2 months.
So Area 1, assuming there's no appeal, would then become the city limits and services would be started?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we don't have to wait on all,
Correct. No.
okay, just as each one is complete.
But as Scott said, that's subject to an appeal.
Right.
Appeal would put everything on hold again.
Right. Okay.
And that has to be filed within 30 days of when the judge files the opinion.
Okay.
Mayor, on the question on the holiday, is that all the city is observing the holiday on Friday instead of the 11th? Is that?
No, sir, that Parks and Rec will maintain their regular schedule, that Street Department and City Hall will be Friday.
Those two are going to be closed on
Yes, sir.
Friday.
Yes, sir.
While we're on the subject of area reports, did we ever get any bags in for the special order bags for the traffic devices in town?
No, sir, they've still not arrived.
And then the fire department's report, we answered a call on Buddha Street, but I didn't see anything in there about it being in the county instead of in the city.
Buddha Street's in the city.
Not where the fire occurred.
911 called them out. I don't know if Randy's here. Is he here today?
The fire was in the county. We fought the fire anyway, but the fire was in the county. Now, it may have been called from a city resident phone, but the fire was in the county. I contacted either the mayor or...
You called me. I think I remember you calling me.
And the mayor knew what was up and everything there.
Did we ask the county for assistance on that fire? Did we know it was in the county?
I did not realize it was in the county until the next morning.
So when we're doing training and driving around the area, we don't know what's in the city and what's not. So we're sort of like 2570. We don't know what's in and what's out.
And 911 doesn't either. It's not just the fire department, the police department, whatever. 911 has a hard time distinguishing between the city and the county. And it has something to do, and I don't understand it, Kathy Cody can explain it better, it has something to do with the way the telephone system works.
I can address that.
Okay, great.
I addressed that early the next morning. Chief Reagan and I had talked. We have answered calls there in the past to the police department. That residence had an ESN of 191, which is Newport. And that was a mistake that was done through the phone company and 911. It registered as a Newport City residence. That has been corrected. The map now reflects that is county property. It was a mistake through 911 that actually sent the fire department because it registered at Newport Police Department and Newport Fire Department for emergency calls.
Maurice, do you know if we have any more that might possibly?
We're addressing those one by one. I've been talking to Crystal and they've been going through the voter registrations and everything else to make sure that we've got it, BSN right.
It is a drawn out process, and I didn't talk to the mayor till after we were done with what we had done. In fact, I had gone back up there that morning, just to check on everything. And I called the mayor then when I realized it and said, Mayor, we just called the fire county.
Well, I mean, I don't have a problem with that. If we get a call, I 100% will support you in any way, answering any call. It's just that if there's confusion, sometimes when we arrive, we need to get somebody else involved. That's the key issue.
And if we had realized that, we would have called, and said, Chief President, we need you to come and help us on this. But, we didn't know, wasn't that, we